snapshots of our campaign. We launched several billboards in San Francisco, in our city. And here a snapshot of our whole line. Basically on the left side you have Sonic, which is the over-ear model. Then you have Reflex with a fabric headband, and then you have a very simple injection molded plastic model, which is the Pivot. And then on the far right you have Capsule. Here are some examples of our packaging. This is actually not yet in stores, but we are striving towards that design. It's a redesign. Different ways of putting different messages and different hierarchies onto the packaging. Snapshot of the inside. And here, this brings us to our next section, which is why. Why we do what we do. We do things we love. We think it's a very important thing. When you're passionate about doing something and putting all your love and energy into something, you have a much, much better outcome in the end. And also, what we do like about it is we enjoy the process of making things. We enjoy the process almost as much as the result. Or some would say we try to enjoy the journey as much as we love the destination. We love all things simple. There's already so many products out there in the world, and we think through simplifying and editing our products, we think this is enough. That there doesn't need to be so many products out there in the world. So we just need a few good products that are functional, beautiful, and simple. We also love designing for ourselves. It's not so much about asking others what products they like. For us, it's much more important to find the people that like the products that we make. So we like to be confident and optimistic in that way, and this allows us to focus on the things that we really like. So when we focus on creating a better experience, we really believe that others will love our products as much as we do. And here I turn it over to Marcus and giving us a little bit of insight into our design process, how we approach things.
Show me the next slide. What do you think that looks like? We had a meeting today and they said it looks like an octopus or amoeba. I think it's a tree, a very simplified tree. And we see, if you look at the design process is like a tree. In the end, it gathers information, channels this information, and creates fruits. And as a designer, you want to create the best fruits. Nobody really cares where it came from, but that fruit in itself, that product in itself, must be the best. So what we try to do here is, at the beginning of each season, we all come together, and these fruits represent the channels where we get our information from. So we have marketing. Sales is very important for us because these guys are the bridge to all our clients. And so together we come up with a point of view, and that point of view then gets fed through the design process. And doesn't mean that we designers are made out of wood, don't get me wrong. It's just an image of like something from a lot of channels or from a network coming into one point of view. And then in that process, and that takes sometimes only 2 weeks, sometimes it takes a month, or in the case of headphones, maybe 3 months, we conceptualize, we refine those concepts, We finalize those concepts, of course, and then we produce those concepts, our fruits. So, but if you, that sounds pretty familiar, and it is a design process that's used worldwide. And at IDEO, we did the same thing. We add a bit of user-centered design or user-centered observations in it. We added a bit of brainstorming and rapid prototyping and all this stuff. But that was our basic design process. Now at InCase, we tried to come up with something else, which is based on that process, but it gives that process that certain mojo.